Hillary Diane Clinton nació el 26 de octubre de 1947 y a sus 74 años ha sido política, diplomática, abogada, senadora, primera dama, secretaria de Estado de los Estados Unidos y candidata presidencial. Ha escrito libros, protagonizado su propio documental llamado Hillary, conductora de su podcast You and Me Both y productora de proyectos de televisión. Todos recordamos cómo en el 2015 fue la protagonista de una controversia sobre el posible indebido uso de cuentas y correos electrónicos rumbo a sus aspiraciones presidenciales. Sin embargo, no cabe duda que su más grande reto fue salir adelante después del escándalo de su esposo Bill Clinton con Monica Lewinsky. Es una Gutsy Woman. Chelsea Victoria Clinton nació el 27 de febrero de 1980 y a sus 42 años es escritora, es activista, ha sido corresponsal de noticias, dado conferencias en universidades y es la hija de Bill y Hillary Clinton. Esto, por supuesto, la ha puesto en el ojo público desde que era una niña, pero también en el político. Al participar activamente en las campañas de su madre, ha sufrido de bullying llevado a otro nivel, como el encontrarse con bolsas de sangre en la entrada de su casa. Sin embargo, siempre ha salido adelante y no solo forma una gran mancuerna con su madre, sino que tiene su propia familia al lado de su esposo y 3 hijos. En pocas palabras, es una Gutsy Woman. ¿Pero qué es ser gutsy? Obviamente viene de guts, que significa entraña. Podríamos decir que son mujeres con muchos, tremendos ovarios. Pero Gutsy también es una nueva serie documental en Apple TV Plus, donde precisamente estas Gutsy, mamá e hija, Hillary y Chelsea, buscaron mujeres de todos los ámbitos, profesionales y oficios, desde bomberas, activistas, líderes de opinión, pero también figuras del entretenimiento como Kim Kardashian. En total, fueron 50 mujeres las que conocieron y platicaron con ellas. Hoy tengo una entrevista y en exclusiva a Chelsea y Hillary Clinton. Y esto fue lo que platicamos.
Hi, my name is Martha.
Hi, Martha.
Chelsea, how are you?
Good, how are you?
It is such an honor and a pleasure to talk to you because in our audience, we have 2 things in common. Tons of gutsy women and we love to share knowledge that I know is one of the biggest missions of Gutsy. So let's start with the definition of Gutsy so everybody listening and watching this interview can identify with that.
Yeah. Well, Gutsy to us is, of course, the qualities of resilience and determination and persistence in the face of setbacks and disappointments, getting knocked down, getting back up. But it's more than that, Martha, because we also view being gutsy not just for yourself, but for others as the real core definition of the word. It's great if you are gutsy in the face of whatever your personal challenges are, but we wanted to highlight women who were using their gutsiness to help others. And that's been really the great joy of this docuseries.
And I'll just say too, Marta, you mentioned that, in your audience, you have so many gutsy women. And I know that you do, because as we saw, throughout making this series, not only the women that we feature, but the women who were behind the cameras or doing the lights or helping with the sound, just the ways that women to lead our lives often have to be gutsy and often have to bring others along with us to be able to do our work and also to feel like we're being true to our purpose has been incredibly inspiring to us. And so I know, because we thankfully have worked with so many gutsy women, and know there are even more than we could count, that you have many in your audience.
Absolutely. And I always say to my audience that it is almost like a duty to share knowledge. And I've always thought that the strongest women out there are the ones that you see helping each other.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And that just using your time and whatever platform you have in front of you, be it a camera, a microphone, a pencil, to share your experience can change somebody else's life. And I think that was part of the mission of these series.
Yes,
absolutely.
100%. And we thank you for recognizing that, because you're so right. I mean, you're doing through your program the sharing of knowledge, the sharing of ideas, the sharing of support that every one of us needs in life. And there are many different ways of doing it. We have women in our series who got sick of gun violence in the United States and formed an organization to try to stand against it. We have a woman who wanted to be a labor organizer and did so with having 11 children. So, I mean, we run the gambit of the kinds of ways that women share and how we support each other.
And that there's no one right answer, right? There are as many right answers as there are women to be gutsy.
Absolutely. And what I love is this is transgenerational. I was just thinking, if I did a show with my mother, like you have done together, what would that look like? And how the different points of views of two different, very different generations can collide in one place and be so enriching for everybody who's watching.
It was
Chelsea,
really.
how was your experience working with your mom?
Yeah, it was great, and thank you for making the point about it being transgenerational. What was important to us to include women who are younger than I am, women who are older than my mom. I mean, as many different lived and life experiences as possible, and also to show the conversations that we have, because we do think it's so important that we continue to listen to and learn from the gutsy women in our lives. And we hope that this series can really help, spark and fuel conversations within families and across generations. And we hope that by being so candid with each other on screen, that will help achieve one of our ambitions for the show.
I have to ask you, what has been the gutsiest thing each of you have done in your public and personal life?
Well, I would say in my personal life, staying in my marriage was, for me, very gutsy.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
And it was not easy, but it was the right decision. I'm very grateful. I have no regrets. And then on the public side, running for president of the United States, which was so hard, but an incredible experience. And I'm very grateful for that as well.
And
Chelsea.
For me, Marta, the gutsiest thing I've ever done, candidly, was to lead my life. I was, on the cover of the newspaper the day after I was born, because I have always been a public figure due to my parents' professional kind of public political choices. And so my whole life, I've had people tell me kind of what they think of me, what they think I should do or shouldn't do, what I should look like, kind of where I should spend time, who I should spend time with. And I have, thankfully, most of the time found the gutsiness to make the choices that I know are right and true and good for me. Initially, very much as a private person, and now in my public and professional life, while still also doing so in my private life.
Yeah, well, we resonate so much with Gutsy because just living in Mexico, because of the femicides we have and the huge violence problems against women, we resonate with Gutsy. And I just think that even living in this country sometimes takes a gutsy woman. So we are going to be very excited to see the amazing array of different women, different professions, different, life callings on the show. And I am sure this will be very inspiring and very motivating for everyone, no matter how old they are or what they do. A big kiss, both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And
Marta.
I just want to know, because this is Mexico, Secretary Clinton, tell me you know how to say your name in Spanish.
Hilaria.
A big kiss to you both.
Great to talk to you, Marta.
Speak truth to power. When I throw rocks, I'm throwing them up.
We're gonna go by the house where we got married.
This is where it all started.
And the rest is history.